everybody, to Vecna, Eve of Ruin. I'm Michael, I'm your Dungeon Master, and I'm joined by all my wonderful players this evening. So we are going to be diving in to the next segment of this wonderful campaign as our party is exploring Death House here in Barovia, searching for the fourth piece of the Rod of Seven Parts. But before we do that, we want to thank our sponsors, Cardboard Castle Games and Little Dragon Corps. So if you type in those, they're already in the chat, so you can see their quick links where you guys can click on those and get a quick link to their website and storefront where you can purchase a bunch of RPG-related gear and other merchandise. Make sure you use the coupon code BONUS at checkout with Little Dragon Corp to get 15% off of your order. Check out Dogs for Life's artwork. We've got a link in there for Shannon's art shop, so make sure you check all that out as well. And I got Beyond 33, thank you for the subscription. We appreciate that. Subscribe for 6 months. You've been hanging out with us for that long, Beyond. Awesome.
Which means we've been streaming 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Also, I did want to thank Shannon because Shannon's been helping me to update our Twitch emotes. So those of you that are subscribed to the channel or following the channel, you'll notice that if you click on your emotes, a button down there at the bottom, you'll see that we have a lot of new emotes in the chat, including a lot from our current characters within this campaign. So some of them you have to get to different levels to unlock, because I kind of make one of my characters for each one. I make it like that rare collectible card that you got to like try to find. I try to do those types of things. There's some angry Michael emojis in there now. I'm trying to get. I'm waiting on Charner and Victoria, our other DMs, to send me their face shots so I can get some of those in there as well. So it'll be a lot of fun to have those new emotes. So thank you, Shannon, for all the work that you've done on that.
They turned out fun.
It turned out super cool. Yeah,
it's awesome.
So I'm excited about that. Also, we do have a community challenge set for tonight. It's for a charm of radiance for our characters, which might be very, very beneficial to them throughout their journeys through Death House here. So if you're willing to give up some of your... I changed the name of them because now the Probo points look like poker chips with proficiency bonus logos on them. So they're now Probo chips. So we've got this. The reason I put that in there was because I used to give all my... when I sat at the table at Cardboard Castle with all my games, I would pass out a poker chip to all the players and say that was their inspiration, because I was so bad at giving people inspiration during games. I would use those poker chips, and if they wanted to, they could give them to another player as well, as a way to like give other people advantage or re-rolls and things of that nature. So that's where that came from. So if you want to use some of those Probo chips to help with this community challenge, feel free to do so and help our players out. They will. I know they will like it. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and dive into tonight's game as Odd's image, this illusory Odd that has been roaming around, looking like a tabaxi, I believe, just opened one of these doors in the second floor of the Death House after hearing something fall and roll across the floor. Then at that point, you heard some commotion happen, and what I need you guys to do is I need you guys to all... I'm technically counting this as a surprise, so we're going to make our initiative rolls at disadvantage. So that means you got to roll twice and take the lower number. Some of you may have to update it in the turn order to make it work that way within the Rule 20.
Wait a minute. Aren't we surprising them by opening the door here?
Yeah, I don't think so. Nice try.
Wow.
Classic.
That's some numbers right there.
And I'm going to take us over to the map so our friends online can see what's happening here in
Why
Death
am I
House.
seeing my screen dancing with Hazel's? Selena's.
Beyond redeemed an on-screen celebration for 100 bits.
Oh, look at that. What's going to be our on-screen celebration? Oh, do we have any cool songs queued up for our Monday night stream? I know we have some for Friday, but I don't know if we have any for Monday.
Mondays, am I right?
No, don't you dare bring that Friday stuff in there. And I think Michael forgot to mention that today's sponsor is Robitussin, because all of us are going to sound sick and groggy.
Unfortunately,
Well,
the flu has been going around all around the world here, I guess, because everybody is feeling a little under the weather. We're going to try to push through tonight as much as we can. It seems like most of the party has the poisoned condition this evening. Everybody's going to be rolling with disadvantage.
I just have exhaustion. There's no poison. It's just exhaustion.
Got it. All
The
right,
whole
so
collection.
I'm gonna change our music to something a little bit more appropriate. Let's do this one. Let's get some white bat audio going here. Some of this techno-ish kind of sound in battle music. I like that stuff. It's a little creepy. Let me break some ties here if I see any. Whoa, how Force is on there. Oh, where are you at the bottom?
Because I forgot to select my token the first time I rolled, so just change me to an 11.
11? Okay, got it. Alright, cool. I'll move you up there and get you in your order. Perfect. Well...
Just another manic Monday.
There you go, Beyond. That's for you. Gosh. That's an old song. Old school. Odd, you're actually first to go. What you would... It's up to you. What would you like to do? You actually, even with the disadvantage, get the jump on this. You're still muted in Discord. There you go.
I know. I was talking it through with myself before talking. Anyway, so I sent my illusion in there. What happens? Because we were left at a cliffhanger the moment it opened.
They just said it was kind of like a get him, and then you heard like things start to move in the room, like people were jumping out of hiding.
Okay, so if the real Odd were to peek around the corner and see through that door, would he at least be able to see P3? Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can see it on your map, then you definitely have line of sight.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do a spray of cards over his way.
Okay.
And
Was the range on that 15 feet?
yes.
In order to do that and hit P3, you'd have to move into the room. There you go.
So I think that's about 15 right there.
Yep, that'll be perfect.
So we're gonna go with
Wasn't that a cone?
X
Couldn't
save.
you get both with a cone?
Yeah,
Is
yeah. From my position right now.
Yeah.
So we'll do P2, P3, dex save 17.
Dex save 17, you got it. As these cards come flying out towards.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Nikki Rain, thanks for the subscription. We appreciate that. First one, only a 10. Second one, dexterity save, is going to be only a 5.
Alrighty, so let's see. You want to roll the damage together or separate?
You can roll separate.
Okay. First one, P2, is going to take 7 force damage.
7 force damage, you got it.
Second one is going to take 10 force damage.
10 points of force damage as these cards just go completely like consuming the space with all these cards that you're flinging up towards them.
Now, knowing the angle that the stairs are at, I know that they're going to see P1 first. So I'm going to use Master of Tactics to distract P1 to enable advantage against the first attack on P1.
Okay, perfect.
And that'll in turn.
Excellent. All right, I'll put a little red mark on that one just so no Master of Tactics is put on that one. Okay. Does your illusion do anything, or do you have to like actually like use an action to do anything with it?
The illusion, I don't really think he can do much. I think it's just gonna be like
Just kind of standing there,
yeah. Let's see here.
kind of giving you like a little bit of the
Yeah,
mirror
no, I can
image.
take a magic. I can take a magic action. So I've already used my action. He's just gonna sit there like a staticky version of television.
Got it. So P3 gets to go, and I'm going to show you guys now. This artwork isn't exactly what this individual looks like, but I'm going to show you this image. Basically, wearing kind of like a white hooded cloak. This one you can tell, even though there's like a white, almost ceramic-looking mask upon their face, you can definitely tell they have like more like a slender female body shape. And the cut of the clothing that they're wearing is more so like kind of like a tank top at the top that flows down into kind of like pants that are like a little bit more loose and flowing down at the bottom, kind of like, you know, I guess bell-bottom-ish looking with the kind of pants that they're wearing. You can see they have these tattoos on their arms, these dark tattoos. And they also have this tattoo kind of right here upon their chest that looks like a stylized skull that has these interesting, almost like sun rays kind of coming out of it, but they're very stylized in the way that it looks. And that individual is going to hold out its hand towards you, Odd, and is going to blast. Actually, 2 blasts kind of come from the hand of this individual. It's glowing this bright blue energy. It comes soaring. The first one's going to go to you. The second one's going to go to your major image. So the first one to hit is a 21.
21, you say?
21, I say.
Looks like that is gonna hit.
You take 20 points of necrotic damage, and you cannot regain hit points until the start of this priest's next turn.
Yeah, so I still got the resistance to necrotic, so I'm only gonna take 10, but
Take 10. You got
cannot heal.
You cannot heal. Or it says you cannot regain hit points. So
Okay.
other necrotic bolt, it only gets a 10, so I believe that's gonna, like, does your major image have the same armor class as you, like if somebody attacks it, or do they immediately just like know it's a, even if they make an attack, they just kind of know it's a duplicate, fake, not an actual twin of yours?
Yeah, no, it doesn't have any armor class or anything, so it's just gonna shoot straight through.
Shoot straight through.
Oh,
Kind of reveal
that's
that's
fake.
and fake, yeah, exactly. So that second blast is gonna go right beside you and strike through and hit the wall on the other side, bringing us to Selena's turn. Selena,
So
still downstairs, I believe, bagging up all the silverware.
she had gone exploring
That's right.
and like trying to see if there was any like glyphs or anything that she could kind of like find, and then she hears just all the commotion, so she's gonna, I don't know exactly like which direction but she's
You
gonna
can definitely
move.
hear, there's definitely commotion coming from upstairs. Easily able to hear it.
Yeah, knowing Odd and these people are dressed in all white, I would have yelled something like "ghosts."
And I think
That
you
would-
probably
I think-
remember that, oh, yeah, I was going to say Orgon came out that door.
I think that would put me at 30. Can I dash upstairs to
Absolutely.
get?
I'll move you to where, like, this part right here, I'm going to shift ping you. That would be 25 feet of movement to that spot.
Okay, and then I'm gonna move one over just to get out of the way a little bit.
Okay.
And then that would have taken all 30 of my feet, and then I would like to ready an attack with my sword in case one of the people's
Well, did you
comes
have
at
to,
me.
Did you have to dash to do that? So you'd have to use your action to dash, right?
Yes, so that would have been like 60 feet, right?
Yeah. I think that's how
Okay.
you moved from the room and then
Then yeah.
up the steps. I don't know if you have a bonus action that you could use.
I could use my second wind, but that wouldn't be effective here. So
No, I think what he's saying is to dash, a bonus action to dash. That way you can ready your attack.
Yeah, I don't think your fighter class has that option though. I just wanted to confirm just to make sure.
I think there's
the
a
only thing I have
Battlemaster
is
thing that can
the
do that.
maneuver of
Yeah.
lunging dash, but that wouldn't really fit here.
Wouldn't fit here. Got it. Okay. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't something that I was missing.
So yeah,
Cool.
I'll be
Got it.
attacking next.
You got it. All right. E2. Priest number 2 gets to go. Seeing that other odd is illusion, you can see this individual definitely more male physique, but kind of the same. You see they have like these intricate tattoos like all over their arms, and this strange tattoo that looks very similar to the female next to him. Approaches, and as he approaches, he pulls out what looks to be this wicked-looking dagger, but it's a little bit longer than a dagger, and it curves a little bit like a scimitar at the very end of it. And as he's like pulling out this dagger, you can see this strange gray mist, like just creeping up the blade and then disappearing as it leaves the blade itself. And it rushes up to you, Odd, and it's going to make 2 soul blade attacks. And here's the first one. Only a 7. You're going to easily dodge out of the way of that one. Some of the cards are still kind of flying about the room, distracting him. The second Soul Blade attack comes at you with only a 9, so you're actually be able to dodge both of these as they swing through.
You would have hit me if you weren't dressed like a woman.
Oh, wow. Forrest. Seems like Odd is in a little bit of a pickle there in the doorway.
Alright, well, first we're gonna come into the room here. Got 1, 2, 3. That was the illusion, right? The one in the doorway?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then I'll move right here so I can be between both of them.
Okay. Perfect.
For a bonus action, I'll cast Divine Favor, and then let's take 2 attacks at P2 since it's the one trying to stab Odd.
Got it. You got it.
$19 to hit. Oop.
19 will...
And a crit on the second one.
Yep, both of those are definitely going to hit.
That's
Was that the
15 from the first one.
15 from the first attack. Got it.
And another 9 from... Don't know why it's freaking out. Hold on a second.
Whoa. I can't keep up all that.
Something, bro.
Refresh the page so it stops doing whatever it was doing.
All right.
I guess just roll the damage again.
Yeah, why don't we restart that? Hold on.
It just it really wanted you to do all that damage, Forrest.
Alright, so that's 9 from the Divine Favor from the first attack.
Got it. And then did you roll for your critical?
Not yet.
Okay.
Uh, 20 for the critical hit.
20 for the crit damage. Okay.
And 6 more from Divine Favor on the crit.
6 more for divine favor. So with these 2 strikes blasting back and forth with the Sunblade, this priest is falling back and looks heavily damaged, barely able to stand, Forrest.
That'll be my turn.
All right. That brings us to Orkon, who was still kind of hovering around downstairs.
Yep, but hearing a bunch of noise, first thing I'm going to do is reach out and hold my hand out to Hazel. And as Hazel takes my hand, I'm going to use a Step of the Wind to teleport her up to the top of the stairs.
Okay. I will put you guys both up here.
Now, I know I was flying about 10 feet up, so how much movement would I need to get up the rest of the way to the top floor? Or whatever floor we're on.
It was only like a 10-foot high ceiling, so...
Like 5 feet to get up there?
5 feet to get up there, yeah. It's not far.
Perfect. And we'll go 5, 10. I'm going to squeeze by because I don't think I know that that's an illusion of odd. I'm going to fly myself over into this corner.
Okay. Yeah.
And then... do I have... trying to make sure what I've used for spell slots and whatnot. Okay, well... I'm actually going to look at P1 down here and start blasting Eldritch Blasts at them, see if I can get them... hey, maybe I'll knock them into the door. Good. And I think Odd gave advantage on the first attack on this one.
Did, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is 23 to hit on that one.
Definitely hits, yes.
Okay, so that's a 7 Force and 5 Thunder.
7 Force, 5 Thunder.
And it's knocked back 10 feet.
Knocked back 10 feet. He kind
Or-
of tripped up. His slams kind of into the wall back here, but that's about as far as he can get pushed back.
Okay, next one is a 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
And third is a 29.
Indeed. All 3 of these blasts connect.
Okay, so we have 8 damage, 8 Force for the second shot, and 8 Force for the third.
Look at that.
Very consistent.
Very consistent. Continuously slamming these Eldritch Blasts into the priest, who just like smacks the wall continuously, taking each one of these blasts. You can definitely tell you're putting some punishment onto this priest, but still looking okay. Still hanging in there.
And 10-foot ceilings in here.
These, I actually think, as you go up, the ceilings actually get higher. Let me double check a little bit, but I think Death House features. Let's see. Ceilings. First floor is 10 foot high. Second floor is 12 foot high ceilings.
Oh, not okay. So I'm just gonna
No.
use. I've still got 10 feet of movement left. So I'm just gonna fly as close up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly up to the ceiling and drop prone. So basically, I'm just Supermaning against the ceiling.
Laying on the ceiling. Got it. Very nice. Excellent. That brings us up to Hazel's turn.
Oh boy. I'm gonna run. And step again, going, I don't know if I'm hitting odd or fakey. Rush at the air. And then at P3, I'm going to poison spray.
Poison spray.
I hope. 18 to hit.
Indeed you do. Poison spray.
Let's see how that goes. Ooh. 25 damage.
25 points of poison damage. This is engulfed in this poison. Yeah, very nice, yes. A
And,
golf clap from the crowds outside.
yeah, and that's my whole jam, I think.
Hazel, as you're done spraying this priest with poison, you can take a step back and see that priest is bloodied for sure. P1 is going to go pull out same kind of blade that the other one had within its hand, this crooked looking dagger, and move a little bit forward around this, I guess it's like a piano or something there, towards Forrest, and is going to try to attack Forrest twice with a soul blade attack. The first one is a 21 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. All right. So I'm gonna have to roll very well with these folks to hit Forrest. So let's try again. Soul blade. No. this time it doesn't. The first one you actually had to block. The second one it just completely missed. As a bonus action, you see the priest pull up his arm and take the you can see like staring intently at these tattoos on his arm, and one of the tattoos starts to lift off of his arm, jump off of his arm, and take a humanoid shadowy shape next to him. And I'm gonna put a new token on the map right here, as there's this strange shadow now standing next to Forrest that immediately gets to take its turn after the priest. And it's going to do a strength drain attack on Forrest. Oh no, it's not, because my Roll20 is not set up correctly.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's trying to do.
I'll do it the
That's
old-fashioned
the
way.
demon language. You just stole your soul. Forrest is dead. No saving charges.
And it's gonna miss terribly as it tries to grab you, Forrest. You easily dodge out of the way from this creature, bringing us back to the top of the round. I think it's because I changed the name of these things, and I think it's having a hard time with the way that the buttons are commanded to roll. All right. Odd, what would you like to do?
Let's see here. P3 looks like he's having too good of a time. I'm gonna rush him. I am going to cast a Ray of Sickness here towards P3 at a level of 5th level.
Ooh, 5th level Ray of Sickness.
Oh, that sucks. 15 to hit.
It will miss, but you do have channel rewards. Would you like to expend some of your... You guys have 12 proficiency bonuses sitting there.
I don't know. I don't think we have enough. There's stuff for later.
We might need them
Let me use the proficiency bonus.
So you all sound like me
Proficiency
playing a video game.
Yeah.
Use a proficiency bonus, and that definitely turns it into a hit.
All right, and then damage is gonna be
The 5th level.
31.
31 to P3. With this Ray of Sickness, you blast him almost into that fireplace. Or blast her, excuse me, almost into the fireplace, and is lying there motionless.
Womp womp. And then for my next trick, also going to use Master Tactics again on P2 this time.
Okay. Master Tactics on P2.
And that'll do it for my turn.
All right. P3, unconscious, lying on the ground, dead. Selena, it's your go.
Selena is gonna be hearing a lot of that, but not seeing most of it because she's still in the other room, and she is going to yell "Flame on!"
Okay,
And
got
then-
it. Perfect.
Sneak. What? 10.
Selena has the
Alright.
short sword ignite with flames as she starts heading into the room.
Yep.
So now I will say
No.
that they did change the rule in 2024 about moving through allies' spaces. Allies' spaces
Okay.
only count as 5 feet of movement now instead of difficult terrain, because it's assumed that your allies are moving out of your way to make it easier for you to get to a better position.
And I think almost everybody's taller than me, so
Yeah, and you can pretty much kind of like crawl underneath everybody and get to where you need to be anyway.
so she's gonna end up here.
Mhm.
It's her 30 feet of movement. I just, for some reason, couldn't get through one of the doors. It was a push door and not a pull door.
That's right.
And she's gonna take a swipe at P2 with her flame sword.
And you will have advantage because of odds tactics.
So many dice. Oh, well, I didn't like that.
Yeah, I saw it on D&D Beyond, but it didn't post to Roll20.
Yeah,
So it didn't come through?
it said it didn't exist. Try that again. It's a
Go
virtual tabletop not found.
on your D&D Beyond sheet,
Mm-hmm.
middle of the right-hand side where you see all your actions, click on features and traits.
Yeah.
It should say something about your sheet being updated.
Mm-mm.
You may need to refresh your character sheet then.
Weird.
Okay, no virtuals. I'm gonna refresh roll 20 because for some reason it was saying
You're not in Roll20.
oh.
Yeah,
Now
it,
you are.
it disconnected when she was refreshing, yes.
Oh yeah, I see her in there now. Yeah.
That's weird.
Technology is also coming down with the flu or something at this point.
That's it. Yeah.
Try a different browser. For... It just my computer must have a head cold. Take number 2, maybe.
That's right, Tag Fitty must have a virus. Yeah, that's right.
Well, we're getting our tech stuff figured out here. Don't forget, folks, if you haven't had a chance to yet, we do have a community challenge in place. Help us out. We are 72% of the way there.
There you go.
Try number 3.
There it is.
There we go.
29 definitely hits. You can roll damage for your flame tongue short sword.
I don't know what was going on there. Sorry, guys.
Whoa! 21 damage
Yes.
with a roar of pain, and this priest falls to the ground, motionless.
Sorry, not sorry. You tried to hurt my friends. And that is where she will end her turn because she's not close enough to hit any of the others.
Okay, perfect.
I'm concerned because he hasn't removed the tokens like he usually does.
Forest.
Stop
What would you
calling
like to
things
do?
out.
P2 just died, right? So, before this, what looks like a shadow can drain the strength of my... I'm going to attack the shadow first, I think.
Okay, you got it.
24.
24 will hit, indeed.
Assuming that's actually a shadow, that would be the full 21 radiant damage.
21 radiant damage. Actually, you see that shadow completely dissipate and break apart, but then it starts to like swirl in space, and you see it rapidly jolt back towards the priest, this black wraps around his arm and appears back on his arm.
Still better than it actually being there. I'll take my second attack against him then.
You got it. Indeed. Roll up that damage.
That'll be 14 from the attack and another, let's see, 7 from Radiant. Divine Favor.
Divine Favor. You can see that this priest is badly injured as you're carving through him as well with the Sunblade, but is still standing in front of you. Anything else for you, Forrest?
No, that'll be my turn.
All right, Orcon, who's flying flat on the ceiling there. What would you like to do?
So, Orcon is going to Samara himself across the ceiling. That's basically right across, just pulling himself away and take it over here. He's going to take 3 more shots at our friend P1 over there.
You got it. So these blasts going right over top of the head of your...
Ooh!
Whoa. Ooh.
Gonna miss.
You get a nat 1 and still roll a 13? That's pretty impressive. 20 definitely hits. Both of those hit.
Okay, so 14 force on the first one.
You don't even need the second one. As that first one.
The bodies ain't getting removed, so it's getting hit with the second one just in case.
You got it. You got it. It gets blasted with that second one. Hits the wall, slides down the wall, and it's unconscious. Hazel, it's your turn.
Uh-huh. So we're still in turn order, hey?
As of right now, yes, we are.
Gross.
Oh crap! Somebody else is coming then.
Yeah, something's about to hit. What do I want?
I suspect that thing that was crawling on the ceiling like a roach.
Potentially.
It is pretty creepy up there.
Yeah.
I want to be a pain in the butt, but I also want answers because I don't like when Michael knows things that I don't know, which is a lot of things, so it's really uncomfortable a lot of the time. Can Hazel, just feeling unsettled in this death house as we've heard it called, can I go over to P3 since it's the one that I hit?
Yeah.
Can I do Arcana or Medicine, which aren't my great stats, or something on this body to see if I understand them?
Okay.
I'm very freaked out by these priests that have tattoos that turn into shadow creatures and, you know, all the things. So I just want to, like, inspect them.
Yeah, either one would be fine.
Okay.
Whichever you feel would be more appropriate for the information that you're seeking.
I don't like the way he said he.
I don't either. Medicine would tell me.
I don't think there's
about
a thing I could say right now that you guys would like.
So medicine would tell me about their body. Arcana would tell me about what's keeping them. Yeah.
I mean, when you walk up to them, as far as you can tell, they're dead.
All right, then I would do Arcana because this whole place is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Okay.
I think they're dead. They don't have a pulse.
Just pull its face off.
That too. Well, 23 will probably tell me a good amount of stuff.
Yeah, 23 will definitely tell you a good amount of stuff, Arcana. I will tell you this. As when you guys were sitting down at the tavern with Sarasanda, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Is that how you pronounce her name? Sarasanda,
Sure.
yes. You guys remember when she was talking about these particular priests, she mentioned that they were particular necromancers who specifically steal souls to fuel their evil powers. You have a feeling like these tattoos and markings on their body have something to do with that. That's probably all I'd be able to tell you, even with a very good roll, based off of your character knowledge.
Okay, and so then, follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
Was rolling my Arcana my whole action?
That would have been your action, yes, for your turn. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then, let me see something really quick.
Ooh, I see what you're doing.
I don't know if you know what I'm doing. You know what Michael's doing, probably.
No, I meant Michael. I see what you're doing.
That doesn't make me feel good when both of you know things.
It's not me, it's Wizards of the Coast.
A likely story.
So what I want to do, other than telling everybody we have to do something about the tattoos because of their soul-sucking powers, I am just checking something really quick. It takes too long. I'm just gonna leave it there with purposely kind of like hovering over this priest in case they get back up because something is wrong here.
Okay.
Hazel's essentially having an existential crisis in front of all of you and screaming, "They're gonna get back up! They're gonna get back up! It's a problem with a zombie! Ah!" And then that's my turn.
Selena immediately pulls a Macaulay Culkin. That's right. As we get to a P1's turn, P1 has just been killed over here in the corner, over by this piano-looking thing. You guys see...
I believe overkill because he shot twice.
Yeah, I did shoot twice. Now, what you do notice is this gray mist starts to kind of start pouring off of this individual, just like leaving its body. You can see that tattoo on his chest begin to glow with the green radiance, and then that green radiance starts to swirl around him, and he starts to convulse on the floor. And all this white foam starts to pour out of his mouth, and then you can see his eyes flash open, but they're different. They're more like glossed over white, almost cataract looking. And they slowly stand up using half of their movement to stand. And they regain some hit points. And look a lot different. They look menacing a little bit on their face as their eyes are completely white, but these, as the mask kind of falls away, you can see these darkened kind of bags under the eyes, and you can start to hear these strange cacophony of creepy, haunting whispers kind of start to fill the room. So, mechanically... Mechanically, what this means is any non-undead creature that starts its turn within 30 feet of this priest must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be frightened until the priest's next turn. So when you guys start your turns, these whispers are going to cause a chance for you to be frightened unless you have something to protect you against the frightened condition. It is going to... It can lunge forward, and it's going to just try to attack Forrest again, this time using Soul Blade again. 17's probably going to miss. 12's going to miss.
By quite a bit.
And that will end its turn, bringing us back to Odd at the top of the round.
Oh joy. Now is P1 the only one that's up, or is P2 and P3?
P2, P3 are still laying there dead on the floor.
Oh, lovely. Oh, what can I do as far as a bonus action?
You need a clip of the convulsions.
Yeah, I need a clip of that convulsion action. That was great.
I won't be able to redo it, so yeah, you'll have to clip it.
I have to clip
Seems pretty perfect for a new emote, honestly.
it, right? Yeah, that's the new emote right there. The convulsion Michael.
Oh,
All
I was
right,
gonna say earthquake.
Well, let's see. We're gonna try something. Thinking outside the box here. Where the hell is my elementalism? Oh, okay. Yeah, elementalism. No, that's just harmless. Harmless isn't good enough. All right. Hear me out here, Michael. Lunar embodiment allows my sacred flame to become a moon fire, a flame-like radiance. If I were to use this on the corpse of P2, would I be able to sear the tattoo off of him, seeing that it happened on P1?
That's an interesting take on this. I will allow it, but I will say that in order to sear it completely off, it depends on the amount of damage that you do.
All right, so it's 3d8, so maximum is going to be what, 24? So what's your minimum here?
Let me double check here. Okay, say what you did again. I missed part of that.
The damage or the action?
Yeah, like what you were asking about damage.
At a 3d8, it's going to be 24 maximum damage. So what's your threshold to sear the tattoo off of the chest of P2?
I don't know. It would still take a roll. I can't give you the number on this one.
Okay. Well, here goes. Here's my damage roll.
It's a behind the screen secret.
Oh, that sucks.
You do have some player rerolls. You can use it to reroll damage.
I will use, let's see, it's 3d8, so I'll use one of the d8s to reroll one of the d8s. I'm going to reroll the 1.
You can reroll that 1.
Yeah, so I got 3, 6, and I'm re-rolling.
Oh no!
Meant to be.
Oh no! You gave it a good go.
It wasn't meant to be.
So I will tell you this, Odd. Upon doing this beam of this moonlight kind of zaps down onto and kind of consumes. You said on P2, is that the one you were trying to do this on?
Yeah.
It kind of consumes.
Grab him by the scruff of his robe and try to sear that tattoo right there.
As you're trying to do this, you see that tattoo actually start to glow green a little bit, and the tattoo looks like it's wincing at you. You think this could work, Odd.
All right. Well, I would like to announce that to the rest of the group since I was incapable of doing it myself.
Got it.
It's the tattoos. They're reanimating these bodies. We have to get rid of the tattoos. Kind of like when you turn 40 and you still have the mom tattoo on your arm. Got to get rid of them.
Yes.
Cover it up.
Does that end your turn?
Bonus action.
Go for it.
I'm gonna point at P3 and say, somebody deal with that guy's tattoo and do master tactics to give them advantage on whatever they try to.
All right.
Remove
P3. And I'm also putting in a bunch of chat rewards because Nikki Rain has just cashed in some chat rewards for you guys.
Gotta throw off our ratios.
That's okay. She can do what she wants.
So
You know, I keep
P3,
putting, like,
master tactics.
20 probo points into this Charm of Radiance every time I get them.
You guys are at 10K right now. What about
We're so close.
you're like one person max 2K gift will do it.
Are we?
Yeah, if only a certain Chloe would. I mean, certain person would show up.
Oh, there it is. Michael comes in like a hero in the night.
Like a paladin should.
Divine Smite that community challenge. Excellent.
No, we don't want to kill it. We want to save it. You know, we want to cure
It was
wounds.
clearly
or
lay on
heal on
hands.
it.
So I want you guys to go ahead and add this to your character sheet. Charm of Radiance. This charm has 8 charges. And you can do 2 different things with it. You can either spend 1 charge after you hit an enemy to deal an extra 1d8 radiant damage to your attack. If you choose to do it that way, you can only use 1 charge per attack. Okay? So you'd have 8 of those. Once those are gone, they would be gone. Or you could spend 2 charges, and when you're being attacked by an enemy who does necrotic energy damage to you, you can have resistance to necrotic damage for those 2 charges. If you already have resistance, it would it would work to half it again if you chose to do that. So if you take massive necrotic damage for any reason, you could spend 2 charges from this charm and have resistance to that necrotic attack.
So what I hear is give this charm to Orkin and just let him
Well,
1d8 every single one of his blasts.
it's every one of your characters gets one of these. It has 8 charges.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
it's kind of like, it's not like an actual like physical charm. It's more like you kind of like a blessing.
All right. I thought the 8 charges were shared between us all.
Nope. You each have
Oh.
8. You decide to use them the way that you would like.
Very nice.
Congratulations on meeting your community challenge. All right, so P3 gets to go. Same thing sort of happens on this unconscious female. The green glow of this tattoo starts to engulf this individual. The convulsions happen as this one rises again. This time something strange, even more strange, happens. Their skin looks a little pale, and they look to be secreting some kind of slime that's dripping from the end of her nose. As her mask is laying on the floor, you can see her head is completely shaved bald, but there's this thin coat of slime that's just like running down her and just getting onto the floor and starting to like emerge out onto the floor.
Oh, that's
This-
gonna come out for a deposit.
This particular one, when a creature starts its turn within 10 feet, the priest can reduce the creature's speed by 10 feet until the start of your next turn. So it reduces speed, makes it a little bit slimy and slippery around this person.
That was P3.
That was P3. Uses half of its movement to stand up, and it's going to swing twice at Hazel with a soul blade. An 18 to hit Hazel.
That does hit Hazel.
You take
What
4
is it?
piercing damage.
Mhm.
If Selena uses interception,
Interception. You
if
reduce
he's
damage.
within 5 feet of me.
Yep, you reduce 6 damage, I guess.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, you don't take any damage. So I'm gonna say that the other condition doesn't take effect either, as basically Selena jumps in and blocks it with her longsword. The second soul blade is gonna attack though, and that's even better. That's a 19.
Yeah.
You're going to take 5 piercing, and if the target is a creature, you are now paralyzed.
Hmm.
Until the
Huge.
start of the next priest's next turn. So you're currently paralyzed in this moment. And this priest, actually, you can see one of those tattoos lunges off of this priest and is going to form right next to you, Hazel.
Mm-hmm.
And it will make an attack against you, strength drain, with advantage because you're paralyzed. If it hits, it will be an auto crit because of the paralyzed condition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot
Ah,
to roll it on the
nope,
character
doesn't
sheet.
work because your stuff doesn't work.
Let's see. 17 to hit.
Yeah.
That will hit as a critical hit. So let me see what the dice that are rolled. 2d6. So I gotta do additional 2d6 on top of this. Oof. That's 21 necrotic damage.
Use a charm.
And,
Can I use the charm if I'm paralyzed?
you can use it at any time. Yeah, so if you want to use it here, if you spend 2 points and reduce it by 10, you can.
Yeah, just because I don't like where this is going being paralyzed because I can't do it.
And also, your strength score is reduced by 3.
Okay.
And this reduction lasts until you finish a short or long rest.
Okay, so okay. I don't know how to do that on my sheet right now, but I'll make a note for myself because
Okay.
I
I
ain't
think there's
messing
some
with my
kind of.
sheet.
I think if you click on your strength score at the top, there's a bar that'll open up, and I think you can. Can you customize it? Do they have it to where you can customize it for
Yeah.
Yeah,
temporarily?
there's an option in there for other modifier or to override
Yeah, you can
score.
put in penalties.
Let me see what that does.
You gotta click the actual
No,
word
no,
strength.
that did not go the way it was supposed to.
Yeah, you click the
I'll get it
actual
for you.
word
1 second.
strength above it.
Yeah. We're gonna make Michael fix this.
All right, you got it. He'll help you. That ends the priest's turn, bringing us to Selena. And you can see Hazel's in a little bit of a pickle here.
Mm-hmm.
You're muted, Selena. Muted.
Yeah,
There you
I was knocking things over. I didn't want it to go crash across the street. That brings me to a question. Could I have used interception both of those times as well, or is it like one creature
I
attack?
think it consumes your reaction to do it, and you only have 1 reaction.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's why I didn't interject, but
Yeah.
just for future
Mhm.
stuff, because it was 2 different characters, but it was still both of them were attacking Hazel, so I got confused.
I think it's based off of your reaction. So
Okay.
You can only use 1 reaction per round.
Perfect. So I did think that one right, and then I started overthinking it. So Selena's gonna be pissed because she thought she was able to protect Hazel from the chaos, and
Oh, and I forgot. I should have said this first, but I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, Selena, because of this other priest's terrifying whispers that you're hearing.
okay.
I apologize for interrupting, but I didn't want to forget. Oof.
No, you're at 13.
It's gonna fail.
She's in
but
the
you
aura.
have
Plus
some
5.
Oh, +5. You're in the aura. That's true. So yeah, it will succeed. So
Sweet.
you're able to fight away the fear.
And wait, fear?
There's a fear
it-
effect coming from this priest that happens at the start of everyone's turns.
Would that give me the frightened condition?
If you would have
No.
failed, but you succeeded thanks to Forrest's paladin-like aura that he gives off everywhere he goes.
I think she also has advantage on saves against fear.
Yes.
Yeah, you would have advantage anyway. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, so many moving pieces. She's
yeah.
gonna quickly look at Odd and be like, "Does that mean I can just slice off the tattoo?" Staring at that tattoo in her flame sword and just like cauterize it.
Yes, burn it, burn it. And then I have the major image in the background. Do as he says, child.
So she is gonna move between the two of them, so kind of like around Hazel, and attack P3 with her sword.
Okay.
An 18 to hit.
You do have advantage because of Odd's ability that he used.
Oh, because it was on P3, not P1.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So
Definitely.
a 27.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God they're numbered this time.
So 8 damage.
8 damage. You got it.
And then... Does that make any difference towards it? Or...
Let me ask you this. Were you specifically targeting the tattoo on the chest, or were you just trying to attack the priest?
Specifically targeting the tattoo, trying to separate the two and kind of, I guess, burn it off like a laser.
You're carving into it with your sword. It seems that like you see her like screech as you do this. It still seems to be maintained. You might need to do more damage to it.
Be like, no hurting my Hazel. She's gonna take another swipe at it, trying to slice it.
Oh, that's vicious. Yes, you can go ahead and you can roll.
I don't know.
Selena, after saying this, just takes the flaming sword and just drives it directly through the chest, right through the center of the skull-shaped tattoo. You can hear this strange kind of, almost sounds like air leaving a plane, like in flight, like if there was like a hole in the side of a plane, like just that sound of the wind and that rushing sound as this priest just begins to just glow with green energy, and then the rest of that slime seems to start just like falling off of her as the flesh starts to peel away, and she falls to the ground, and the shadow also goes and then kind of implodes into nothingness beside Hazel.
Well, that's one down.
Okay.
Am I still
Hazel,
paralyzed?
you gonna be okay?
Am I still paralyzed?
It said it started the priest's next turn.
And it's dead now.
That's a good question.
You have a couple turns till we get to me, so.
It has the paralyzed condition until the start of the priest's next turn.
Oh.
Michael, if you want, I can try to see what I can find.
Yeah, see if you can find anything on that. Give me a ruling. It doesn't specifically say. I would probably say you'd still be paralyzed from it.
Yeah, just until when its turn would have been, I guess.
Would have been. So it'd be basically right before, I think it was right before Selena, right?
Yeah, between Selena and Odd.
Mm-hmm. Selena, is there anything else that you wanted to do?
She was going to go and attack P1 because she still had 20 feet of movement.
Odd, are you trying to shout something to Selena as she's running around the room?
No.
These people to
I was
bits?
waiting for Selena. Waiting for Selena's turn to end first.
You gonna attack P1, okay.
I don't know what I just did. 29 to hit.
29 does hit. Are you attacking the tattoo on the chest of the priest?
So P1 I think was still standing.
P1 got back up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's gonna kind of aim for both, but mainly the tattoo so it doesn't come back. So
Okay.
18.
And Selena, you just swipe at this tattoo and carve it completely off of this individual's body, causing the same kind of thing to happen. You see them kind of like wrapped up in this green kind of strange glow, and then their body almost like crumples in on itself and implodes as it crumples to the ground, dead.
So
Goodness.
real quick RP flavor, because Odd is sitting there like insinuating that she take out the tattoo of this one right here, because she took off the tattoo of that one and that one. So major image Odd is looking at regular Odd and saying, "Oh no, we are screwed." And real quickly, Odd is going to grab the cushion out of the chair right beside him and try to asphyxiate P2 before he gets up.
And as you are doing that, Odd, the convulsions start.
Oh,
and
no.
and P2 begins to rise back up to their feet. This one in particular looks a bit spectral and wraith-like as he stands back up to his feet, almost looking a little bit ghostly, almost like ethereal, almost like half there, half not.
The pillow didn't help.
The pillow didn't help. That's right. He stands and is going to try to attack Odd with 2 Soul Blade attacks.
My God.
Real quick, Michael.
Yes.
General statement is yes, paralysis remains in D&D even if the creature that caused it dies, unless it is a spell.
Got it. Yeah, it's not a spell. It's just an effect that happens whenever they hit you, so it's not necessarily a spell. Okay, so Soul Blade coming to Odd, a 15 to hit.
Odd is at a 15, so Odd is going to go ahead and activate Shield.
Shield. That'll mean
Yep.
the second one needs a 21 or better. Oh, Shield deflects the Soul Blade. The second one comes at you and is going to deflect that one as well. As it is completely frustrated about this, another one of these shadowy forms lurches off of the arm of this one. And this shadowy form is going to attack at Selena with a strength drain attack. 11's probably not going to do it against Selena. Selena
Nope, that's
dives
gonna miss.
underneath this piano as the shadow just like crashes down upon it. And that ends P2's turn, bringing us to Forest.
Well, since attacking that tattoo seemed to work so well, I think I'll do the same thing. Try to carve it off of him.
Okay.
$19 to hit.
Indeed.
Does it count as undead?
It does.
22 radiant.
22 radiant. And as you slice through the tattoo, you divide it into 2 pieces, and you see that wraith-like image of this person, eyes wide, begin to slowly fade out of existence and disappear. And much like the shadow did before, this shadow just kind of implodes and just vanishes out of reality. And you guys are out of initiative order. We'll clear the turn order and change our music back to something a little bit more Barovian.
I don't like those guys.
Hazel's still frozen, so she's just standing there with a god face because she's frozen.
Odd is going to stand up and look at his major image and just shake his head. I thought I told you not to open any doors. We talked about this. We all agreed. What are you doing?
Luna's just gonna shake her head.
All right.
Those dang
I'm gonna
doors.
leave the room before Hazel's paralysis wears off, and I get blamed for this. Goodbye.
Seeing Odd leaving the room, Samara is going to crawl across the ceiling and out the door, following him.
No, gosh. As you guys are in this room, you can see that there's a harpsichord and bench that fill the elegant hall's northwest corner. On the opposite side of the room, there's a large standing harp that rests near the room's fireplace. Upholstered chairs line the walls. Looks like really nice, upscale, ritzy furniture. Pretty nice stuff here.
Selena's so tempted to like press a bunch of the piano keys, but she's also scared that that's gonna trigger like somebody to come running and find them.
And we do know
She
there are a
doesn't know
bunch
if
of them
it's
here.
like there for decoration or if it's haunted. Because we've already seen some pretty spooky stuff here. She's just gonna stand there and be like, I don't know what to do. And then go over to Hazel and be like, how do I fix you?
Hazel's face is just frozen in the what the F face, and we'll wait till that wears off.
I mean, it's only 6 seconds. You're
Yeah,
probably fine.
You're probably coming out of it now.
Yeah. When it shakes off, Hazel like stretches, and she goes, "You killed 2 of them," and high fives Selena. And then we'll turn to. I'm the note taker, and I don't remember what's going on. Forest or Archon or Odd. Somebody has the rod piece that's telling us where to go.
Yeah, it was pointing downwards. I don't know why we came up here.
Well, we
No.
came up here because you came up here.
Because
You charged up the stairs, remember?
I was following that one.
Downstairs. we
Thank,
go.
thank goodness he's pointing at the illusion, because Odd already left the room and is in the hallway.
Who closed the door?
Everybody keeps slamming doors. We have this problem on Friday too. The doors are a problem in Roll20.
They're too easy to accidentally
I
push
know there's a
out.
common thing on Mondays and Fridays, and I think it's Michael.
I've given you too much power.
From out in the hallway, all of a sudden you hear the drunken tabaxi form of Odd in the fireplace. Oh, feel much better now.
Lovely. Let's go the other way.
Did I read you guys? I did read you guys the description of that main room, right? That you guys came up into. Did I get a chance to read that description to you?
You probably did last week, but I don't remember.
Yeah, well, I said unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. Hanging above that mantelpiece is a wood-framed portrait of a family, a man and a woman with 2 smiling children, the same children you saw outside. And the marble staircase continues upwards to another floor.
I do remember that now. I do remember that. I would like to use elementalism to beckon harmless embers and of colored scented smoke to light these unlit torches.
Okay. Yeah. Easily done.
And the smoke has a nice mahogany sandalwood scent to it. I just want to add that.
Oh,
Thank you.
nice. Yeah. Beautiful sense.
Thank you, Bath and Body Works.
That's right.
I'm just
Sponsor,
going to
sponsor.
fly down to this door and put my ear against it. I hear anything?
Yeah, you don't even really have to make a check to hear this. It seems like you hear somebody like breathing like heavily, like as if they were exhausted. You do also hear like sounds like something like wood scraping a wooden floor, like a chair sliding on the floor or a desk sliding on the floor. They're not trying to be quiet about it.
Okay. And does this door open in or out?
What did Selena? How did you had to open the door out, right? Is that what your joke was? I'm gonna go with whatever your joke was.
I think I said, was it a push door and I pulled it?
Yeah, so it is a push door. So it opens inwards.
Okay, I'm going to try to, as stealthily as possible, crack this door and try to peek in to see what's going on in there.
Okay. You can make a stealth check since you said that you were going to
If
try to
something's in
be.
there, something's going on. I'm hoping they're distracted enough.
Quick question. Since I just lit all these lamps, isn't light just gonna pour into the room?
It's not like these lamps are very dim. It's not.
Oh, okay. Tiny. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
it's
by
not-
the images, I thought they were like brazier size. I'm like,
No, imagine like a little oil lamp that's just like gonna put out a little bit of light.
Like a wall sconce.
Mhm. Yeah, just something simple. Yeah, you can go ahead and open the door. As it just barely creaks open, you can see the exhausted sound is coming from Sarasanda. And you can see it must have been your senses must have been hindered, your ability to hear what was going on, but it looks like there are two priests lying on the floor here with major wounds, and Sarasanda looks injured herself. It looks like she is bloodied, and she is struggling. She's leaning up against this desk and is going doesn't notice you.
Okay, so I can see a corpse on the ground here.
Yes.
Does this corpse look similar to the ones we just fought?
Yes.
Okay. Then Orkin is going to panic a little bit because I
Okay.
just saw these things get up a couple moments ago.
You're right.
And I'm going to announce myself by sending 3 Eldritch Blasts right at the tattoo on the body I can see.
Okay. Go for it as my cat messes up my entire stream.
As cats do.
Ugh. Come on, cat.
I think that's going to hit.
Yeah, I think that tattoo is gone.
Yes. Now, technically, you are doing a ranged attack against a prone target. So,
Oh, that
technically,
would be
these would be
disadvantage?
at disadvantage, but still, I
Okay,
believe
so we would
a
have
27
30.
is still going to hit.
So that's 16 for the first hit.
Okay. With 16, that first blast destroys the tattoo off of the corpse, and it doesn't appear as if that corpse is going to rise.
Okay, then I was gonna say Organ's gonna step in.
Yep.
Can I fire off the second blast?
Yeah. Yeah. Same thing, disadvantage.
Yep. So that would be a 24 and a 22.
Yep, those hit.
That would be 11.
11. It blasts the tattoo. It doesn't seem to be enough.
Okay, I got one left. That's a dirty 20.
That hits.
And that's 15.
And that's enough. As the tattoo is destroyed, it glows for just a moment, consumes all over the corpse, and the corpse just like rapidly decays onto the floor, and the flesh kind of melts and sloshes away from this priest. He's dead. Sarasanda's like looking like shocked as you come in the room, just bursting at the corpses, blasting these shots. What's going on?
Oh, well, hello again. Sorry, we ran into a few of those, and if you don't take off the tattoo, they get back up.
Really? So that's...
Yes, we found that out the hard way a few moments ago.
Oh, is everyone all right?
Yes, but are you?
You can see like she's already started to kind of like heavily bandage her thigh, and blood is just like soaking up this cloth that she's kind of putting over top of it. That one got me. Their weapons. They stunned me for a moment, and they just got all these strikes in on me.
Can't do much, but Orin's going to heal her for 9.
Okay. All right. Healer for 9 hit points. Oh,
Can't
I
do
think-
much, but...
That's
that's Hazel.
any little bit is fine. Thank you so much.
Hazel, hearing him say her name, will just go, "What happened? What do you need?"
Yeah, I got the jump on a couple of those priests, but they're a lot more formidable than I gave them credit for.
Hazel, with no social grace whatsoever, goes up to her and will wrap an arm around her and do the Balm of the Summer Court.
Oh, okay.
Do 3 of them. So it's 3d6 and then 3 temp hit points of healing.
Whoa.
14 healing.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
3 temp hit points.
14
Just
healing,
like
3 death.
jokingly, like arm around her shoulder, going, "They suck, don't they?"
Right. They're awful. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I wouldn't even call them people. Just terrible, terrible dark warriors. So evil to the core.
I just nod and let her go, and
Anybody who would like to can make an insight check for me, please.
Okay. Not much strong suit.
15.
15.
17.
Don't forget, we have advantage on them.
Yep, you do have advantage on your insight checks due to your
26.
link to
of course,
Vecna.
that's everything.
In that
One
case,
Hazel,
he's still
Forest.
17.
Yeah. Anybody who rolls over a 15, looking at Sarasana's mannerisms and how she's handling this whole situation, it's not just the fact that she was injured physically, but you have a feeling like she's got a little bit of wounded pride from this encounter and is trying to hide it a little bit from all of you.
I'm
Is
just gonna
there anything
stand
else
there.
in this room?
Anything else? Yeah, let me go ahead and read the text for this room. A mahogany desk faces the fireplace of this private library. There's 2 overstuffed chairs that fill the room's corners. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall, and a rolling wooden ladder allows access to the higher shelves. So you're in a small, cozy library of the house.
I don't know about anyone else, but I'll search these bookshelves.
I was going to say the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, do one of you want to make it with advantage, or would you both like to roll?
I've only got a +5. I don't know about you.
I've got a +5 as well.
All right, why don't you guys both roll investigation checks for me?
Okay.
Look at that. Very nice. So specifically targeting these bookshelves and looking around, there's one book on the shelf. Just kind of catches your eye for a moment. You realize you look at it, it's a red covered book. Doesn't have any title or author. It's like a blank spine.
Ooh, diary.
And so you go to grab it, Orgon? Okay, as you grab it, it doesn't come off the shelf. It pulls back and you hear this clicking noise, and a door opens behind it.
Oh.
As you discovered a secret door, a Scooby-Doo wall, yeah. And it opens to a chamber beyond, over here in this corner.
Selena's gonna be a little disappointed. She was really excited that it was gonna be some like long lost book that she could add to her collection. And then it didn't move and it didn't do anything, like it didn't have anything in it, and she's just like, oh man.
Olive's just gonna slowly look over at Selena, who is standing inside of his illusion. Could you step out of me? It looks really uncomfortable.
Sorry. She thought she was like ducking like far enough away where like she wasn't actually like hitting him.
Orcon, what I will tell you, as you go into that room, you do see that room contains bookshelves packed with these different elegant tomes. And you can also see there is a treasure chest that stands against the room's south wall, which would be the way you guys are looking at it, it would be the eastern wall.
I don't know who would be. Which I think it's Odd. Odd, do me a favor. Come here.
I suppose.
As Odd touching on there, I'm going to point over to the chest. Would you like to see if you can get that open?
Afterwards, and then both odds start talking at the same time. Will you play with us?
Certainly, we'll play fetch.
Oh, I love it. All right. Let's see. Lock picking.
As Odd goes over there, I'm just going to take my arm and just go down the wall of the bookshelf and just like scrape down however many books I can catch in one arm.
Okay.
And then go back out the room and just bring them all over to Selena while he's opening the chest.
Oh yeah, you dumping this pile of books in front of Forrest, Hazel, Selena out there in the middle of the room. Mm-hmm.
No, number 2, come in here and give me a hand. I need your assistance. There we go.
Then
Selena's
I'll
just
start
gonna
making my
plot.
way back once.
There we go. All right, that's a little bit better. Thank you, number 2.
So as you're going down there to pick the lock, you realize this chest isn't locked.
Oh, well, I didn't need you after all, number 2. Number 2 looks dejected.
So you're picking at it, and it's like, wait a minute, it's not locked.
All right, I would like to learn from my mistakes for once in my life.
What? Why would you do that?
Reach over to the bookshelf and drag my hand across it and collect enough dust
Okay.
to throw it at the chest and see if it adheres to the chest.
Okay.
Oh, the mimic.
You throw it at the chest. The dust kind of settles on the top of it, but it doesn't stick to the sides. It just falls
You
off.
son of a... And start stabbing at the chest.
You start stabbing at the chest. Okay, yeah, you stab at the side of it. It slides across the floor a little bit, but nothing seems to happen.
PTSD. All right, open up the chest.
As soon as you do, spring-loaded mechanism that it underneath the lids sprays these small poison darts. So first things first, everyone that's within 10 feet of the chest.
Did
so
you
that
just shut the door?
That doesn't that doesn't include Orcon.
The door's closed.
That man slammed the door the moment it happened.
So you guys take 4 points of piercing damage. And I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws against the poison.
Wait, no, he did shut the door. Does he still have to do it?
He shut it. He shut it too late.
Oh, I'm sorry. I tried, Orkin.
He was trying to throw you to the dogs.
Ooh, look at that. Nope.
Oh,
I did not make it.
a
Since it was me
15
that
is a
caused it, I'm not going to
success.
use any of the things.
Are you not going to use anything?
Yeah, I mean, since I'm the one that opened it, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, you are going to take 4d10 poison damage, 21 points of poison damage, and you are considered poisoned for the next hour. You have the poison condition.
21. All right. So as these darts hit me, I'm gonna fall back,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna have my illusion cradle me, and I'm
Hey,
gonna look
thanks,
it in
Puff
the
Master,
eyes.
for the subscription.
I'm gonna look it in the eyes, and I'm gonna say, "Tell the group I did my best." Ah. I'll look over at Orkin. Oh, I'm still alive, aren't I?
I do not know. It was a pleasure knowing you. I bid you farewell on your next journey into
Orcon,
life.
that door is slowly starting to close on its own.
Orkin, I do, however, appear in the chest just to see if the trap was guarding anything.
Oh, indeed it was. There is
Worth it.
something in the chest.
Worth it. Watch me candle.
You see that there are 3 books that have these black leather covers. You also find that there are 3 rolled up spell scrolls within this chest. You would have to do some looking at them, spending some time with them to know exactly what they do, but you now have these in your possession if you'd like to take them.
You said 3 spell scrolls and 3 what?
3 spell scrolls, and there are 3 books that have black leather covers. They look really fancy, probably worth a little bit of gold.
I'll take a look at the books,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll take a look at the scrolls. And I'll be like, Selena likes books. I'll look at the scrolls, and I'll be like, Orkin likes scrolls. I'll take them all. And I'm hugging them as I leave the room.
Okay.
Looky, I found goodies.
And as Odd enters the room saying, "Looky what I found," that's where we're going to take our break for the evening. And he also has all these like little poison darts sticking out of his chest.
And I made a friend.
Doesn't look very friendly.
Yeah, me and Chests are not having a good streak here.
Oh, and somebody's got
Perhaps we need to find a new person to start looking and seeing if they're trapped.
Well, if he'd actually checked.
If I had checked.
That's
He
right,
did.
If.
He did everything
He
right.
checked if it was a mimic, not if it was
Yeah,
trapped.
I checked if it
You went to the room, you don't know that.
traps.
I'm trying to
I thought-
defend Odd.
I thought it was brilliant. Checking for a mimic first. I'll just open it. The trap first. Thought it was great. Well, we're gonna take a
He's gonna learn.
5 to 7 minute break, everybody. We will be back. So stick with us, and we'll see you guys in just a few. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad, whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp. Be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back, everybody. We are going to continue our adventure here in Death House in Barovia, as our party is still looking for the elusive fourth piece of the Rod of Seven Parts. They have reconvened with Sarasanda here, who is a little bit injured, and the party has been doing the best that they could to heal her up a little bit. You guys have healed her up. It doesn't look like she's completely free of wounds, but definitely in a lot better shape than she was when you found her. And now there's just this spread of books laying on the floor. And one thing that I will say, Selena, I'm just assuming, to tell me if I'm wrong, but you would probably just instantly dive into these books and start looking at them and checking them out, I would assume, based on how you've been playing Selena's thus far.
Oh, she would totally just plop on the floor and just start flipping through them.
These are some very dark books, Selena.
Oh no.
They are books that, after you're looking, like, it's not hard to see. These are books describing fiend summoning rituals. This is dark. Evil stuff in these books.
She would look at basically the rest of her party who can cast spells, be like, guys, we're in trouble. This is not good. And she just would lay out, like, some of the more terrible pages, just, like, open, like she's sitting in the middle of a campfire. Now what do we do?
These books, what do the images exactly depict? Like, the things that could come from these summoning rituals, or
some provide detailed instructions outlining different material components that you might need to summon specific types of demons. Others show illustrations of human sacrifice as part of the rituals in order to summon demons. You can see imagery such as pentagrams and other forms of iconography. I couldn't say the word, I'm sorry. Of all these very occultish-looking symbols and runes and markings, and it sends shivers down your spines how evil some of this stuff is.
I would say that Odd doesn't get shivers so much, but while staring at the pages with the demons that he sees, and he kind of gets lost in the book. Like, he's just staring blankly at specifically the images of the demons.
Okay. How about you, Forrest? What do you feel about this?
Definitely a bit uneasy. But so there's many different rituals laid out in these. It's not all like pointing towards one.
Yeah, it's not all pointing towards one. It looks like somebody's been doing a lot of research, and it's taken them quite some time to put all this information together.
I don't know exactly which one they're going to use, but we should hurry up if we're going to stop them.
I mean, are we really concerned with this? Aren't we here on our own sort of existence perilous mission?
Oh, but if they're using the rod part as part of the ritual, it's only going to make it worse.
Well, why wouldn't the rod pot be with these? You said the rod pot was below us. Why would you not keep the instructions for the machine next to the machine?
Maybe they have another book on the one they're actually using.
Or they memorized it.
That's a lot to memorize.
Who knows
Then
how
again, I
long
never
they've
had to
been-
study, so
Never what?
I never had to study.
Maybe they've been around a long time and they've had time to memorize it? That's a terrifying thought. How old are they?
I mean, either way, there's bad things downstairs, and we need the rod piece, and we need to get out of here. Unless we need time to recover, I say we just go down and deal with it and get out of here as fast as possible. This place kind of sucks.
I mean, if we want to go down quicker, can't we just, blow a hole in the floor?
Or we could just go down the stairs and not announce where we're coming from. And waste spells to blow holes in floors.
Visual, very dramatically, like eye rolling. I'm sorry, like the explosions and fighting and everything else we're doing wasn't announcing everything already.
I just
I mean, it's a
poisoned
pretty big
people.
house.
I only poison people. I don't know what this whole big boom. You're the one doing big booms.
I'm sorry, it's just sort of my thing. Thunder happens.
I'm okay with it. I'm just saying. You know, we blast a hole through the floor. There's a bunch of dust we have to, like, out of our faces before we can hit the bad guys. Let's just go down the stairs.
Fine.
We also
Yeah,
don't
eye
yet
roll,
know where downstairs is. If we just blow an indiscriminate hole in the floor, it might just be ground.
Sarasanda kind of looks over towards the bookshelf and perhaps this house is full of surprises. Maybe there's some more clues that we need to be looking for downstairs.
Hearing that, Selena would start packing up the books, be like, I don't want anybody else having these. We're taking these with us. Any objections?
Odd kind of slams his hand on the book to keep it open, not realizing his reaction, and then slowly peels his hand away and walks away.
Did you want to carry this one?
At that moment, when Odd slams his hand down on the book, all of you kind of simultaneously have this split-second vision. You almost are seeing like this first-person look of something happening. It's almost as if like you could see your arms kind of outstretched in front of you, but your arms aren't your own. Your arms are covered in like you're wearing a purple elegant cloak with some gold filigree around it, and you can see there's this purple energy just kind of swirling on all around you, and you can see there's this purplish fog and these flashes of energy just like zapping all around, and you just hear this deep laughter. Almost as like you're joining in on something that's happening without that individual actually knowing. And then you all bamf out of it as Odd is picking his hand up off of the book.
Selena's just gonna stare at the book, stare at Odd, stare at everybody else like, oh no.
Anybody else see that?
Yeah, Hazel's grabbing the books and shutting them and just putting them in Selena's bag. She doesn't want Selena to touch them.
Sarasanda interjects. Excuse me, is there a way I could possibly take one of those back to my order?
Which one?
Insight check her while
Sure.
they talk about which one.
Sure.
Like why she wants this.
You can see it's just for a matter of informational text that we can have against the any potential with links with those associated with this cult.
I will be right back. Evidently, they just delivered my groceries.
Okay, gotcha. Insight check 27. You think it's definitely for just to have something physical to take back is some kind of proof that there is some serious dark things going on here. And as a person who is basically full-fledged, I want to take evil out at its root. This would give them more knowledge and information about what's actually going on here.
I shrug at Selena so she knows that like I'm not too worried about her having one. So
Bless you.
the halfling sneezes.
Dust flies off of one of the books into the room.
Selena's just gonna nod her head like, okay, you can have one. Just let me write down which one you take so that if I ever need it, I know where to find it.
Okay.
That purple like robe and everything we saw, does that look like anybody we've seen before? I know we way back at the beginning we saw a vision of a specific somebody.
Yes. It looked very similar to the clothing that that somebody that you saw was wearing.
Okay. So we're heading back downstairs then.
I don't see a better route at the moment.
And that's where the
Well,
rod
the
is.
stairs in the
Well, yes, the
whatever it was.
stairs. I meant.
Oh yeah, it led back up. We could go further up, I believe.
Can't imagine that's the right way to go.
I'm just following you.
Right. I start going downstairs.
Okay. Forrest goes back downstairs. Sarasanda kind of looks at you all as, you know what? I'm going to take a look upstairs. I'm going to see if perhaps any of these other priests are roaming around up there.
Right. Well, let us know if you find anything.
I will.
I look at her and just say, "Did you find who you were looking for?"
She looks down at where the corpses once lay in this room, and I have not.
Be careful.
You too. Find that rod piece.
Yep.
And
Go with
she'll kind of
Forrest.
step out the room, and she goes up the stairs to the next floor. Disappears. And you guys are all going back downstairs together?
So everyone's all right with that?
I didn't know if somebody mentioned something about going upstairs. I didn't know if anybody did want to go upstairs, or if you guys were all sticking together.
Selena would definitely be worried about her going off alone again, considering how badly she was injured, but doesn't want to leave the party that she's with.
Mm-hmm.
So she just kind of like, I don't know. And then just follows to go downstairs.
Okay.
Give me just a second. I'm just looking.
Of course, I know you were going back down, so I'm going to go ahead and move you and Selena down there for sure.
Drag me down.
Before Sarasandra goes to walk away.
Yeah.
Actually, let me just make sure. Yep. So I'm gonna pull out my book and ask Sarasandra, do me a favor and just in case, mark your name here.
Why am I marking my name in your book?
In an effort to keep you safe. Should something befall you, it will not be fatal. At least once.
Make a persuasion check.
I don't see Sarasanda on the map.
Well, I had already had her leave, but he was doing this.
Oh, okay.
I had to check and count. I had to make sure how many names I could put in it.
Oh yeah. She looks at you, or Archon is just kind of like, you know, I appreciate your concern, but I think I'll be just fine.
Can be said. Cannot be said. I did not try. Now with that, take off, flying downstairs to follow Forrest.
You got it. Odd, you're going downstairs as well.
Yeah.
How long does your major image last?
Forever.
Forever.
Yep. Forever until dispelled.
Really?
Yeah,
don't
the
think
spell
so.
lasts until dispelled without requiring concentration, as long as it's cast at 4th level or above.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yep.
So you guys have a forever Odd traveling with Odd.
It sounds so much more uncomfortable than it is.
But
We need an
you're-
odd one and odd two hat now.
Odd one and odd two. That's right. You guys do arrive back downstairs. And what would you guys like to do here as you search about?
Did we already search this room? I see the
you-
door's open, but I can't remember.
You
I
did
don't
not.
think we ever actually went in.
You did not go into that room, no. Actually, when you open that room, Orcon, you can see that it's an oak paneled room. It looks like a hunter's den. There's a stag's head. It's mounted above the fireplace, and 3 stuffed wolves are positioned around the outskirts of the room.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't see any like you can see the doors, the windows outside. I don't see any obvious like points of egress any way down.
None obvious. Are you looking deeper?
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you're
I don't-
looking, if you're trying, you guys, anybody who's in the room who'd like to kind of search around with Orcon, you can make investigation checks.
I'm gonna start walking around because we're trying to go down. I'm just gonna. What do I have in my hand? My camera hand.
You have a rod?
Run away!
Odd, the mist just spits you back into the room.
Shut the windows.
I'm just gonna take my dagger out, and on the pommel, I'm just gonna be walking around to the floor and just every couple of feet, take the dagger out and on the ground.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation there for me, Orcon.
Well, that's not
Okay.
great.
Odd and Orcon are moving around the room. Yeah, you can't. No, there's nothing there. Like you're not finding anything.
Wait a second, what?
There doesn't appear to be anything in here.
Oh,
Yeah, not at the
What?
moment, at least. There's a few other rooms over here, though.
I don't know why it's rolling only once, but I'm gonna give it another try. There we
Why do
go.
we have advantage
So-
on them?
Oh, would you?
No, I
would
have
you?
disadvantage because I'm poisoned.
Oh, got you. Yeah,
Oh.
right.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You should have mentioned you were poisoned.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
Yeah,
No,
don't know
it's-
why
I
it's
made my
only
save.
rolled once.
Either way, I still rolled an 11.
Yeah, Odd doesn't look very healthy right now.
Are you feeling all right over there, Odd?
What did it that you people say? Just going through the motions right now. That's all. And Odd is just gonna look outside the window into the fog, kind of find a comforting feeling in it for some reason.
You're still like a small tabaxi thing, right?
Yeah. A small
Walk outside.
tabaxi emo thing at the moment, I guess.
Well, I suppose just keep your head up. You'll pull through this. I'm just gonna pat him on the head and use 5 points from my lay on hands to remove the poison condition from him.
Oh, there you go. You're no longer poisoned.
You know,
What
or
started
comes
as
over with
bad
the,
touch turned into good touch.
Orcon's over with the illusory Odd, his hand in front of his, little snout and mouth, being like, I don't even feel you breathing. Are you alive?
No,
We saw him cast the illusion spell.
Orkin
No,
over
he
here.
was I was in another room when he did that.
Oh, you were.
Oh, the poison token did not automatically come off.
Oh, that's okay. I'll get it. Got you covered.
And likewise, I wasn't in the room when the other person shot through it.
Let's transition Selena and Hazel. What are you guys doing out here? As the others seem to be searching about the other room without much success.
Selena's just kind of listening to what they're doing in the room and listening out for if anybody's going to come up the stairs
Mhm.
after what we heard. Not really wanting to leave us all trapped in that tiny room.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why Hazel moved over this way to like kind of we're near each other to help, but kind of just listening for anything coming to us before we keep moving as a party.
Okay. Yeah, you listen in and just not really hearing anything other than your companions in the other room kind of moving furniture out of the way, looking around all over the floor. Yeah, the pounding of daggers on the floor. Walk a few steps, then hit it a few more times.
Will somebody get the door? I keep hearing somebody knock.
Oh, yeah, I've got it. I'm going to go open one of the other doors.
Okay.
Perfect excuse. Did he just close me in?
One of you.
Forrest, the room that you're looking into to the north there, that's the dining room that you guys have already bagged up all the silverware and nice plates. The bag's still sitting there ready for you guys to like grab and run out with. I think that's what you guys said. You guys were going to leave the bag there and just grab it on your way out.
Oh, must have already been
Yeah.
it. Must have been the other door.
Oh, there you go. You open this room, and this is the kitchen. It's tidy. You see some dishware, cookware, and utensils neatly placed on shelves. There's a dome-shaped stone oven that stands near the east wall. Near the oven is a well-stocked pantry.
We could steal some food.
Weren't we told not to eat anything here?
You know, I don't remember.
We have food in our bags. We all brought food. If we're not sure, I don't think it's worth eating.
Fair enough.
Forrest,
Is
you
there a
also
stairway down, though?
You also do notice there's a small door in the wall on this side of the room. Like it's like it slides like down. There's like a little handle at the bottom.
Ah, it's a weird looking door. Oh, slide it up.
No, it appears to be some kind of dumbwaiter, like a little place where people could like put food or drink in and then be able to move it. Looks like it just it's connected to upstairs.
Oh, this probably just goes up to the living quarters upstairs.
So where does this door go to?
I haven't checked.
That's a pantry fully stocked.
Ah. Oh, Hazel said it wasn't a good idea. I don't listen to it at least once a week. I get in trouble.
So we still haven't found steps down anywhere, right?
No, and I think we're out of rooms.
You know, we already found one secret passage upstairs. Perhaps there were more hidden around.
Gonna start banging on the floor in this room.
Okay. You can make another investigation check. No luck. Nothing.
So maybe we do need to go back up.
Yeah, maybe there's another room upstairs that has, like, a secret stairwell that goes all the way down.
So now we're going upstairs again?
There's no one else to go down here.
Quick.
So we go up then what, 2 floors? Because we just checked the other room, the floor above us.
I believe there was at least one more room up there.
Quick question to the DM before we go up, or even if just to Hazel, before Hazel goes up. I doubt it, but are there any, like, rats? Anything in this place that we've seen?
Not that you've seen.
If we see any, tell me.
Gotcha.
Could ask them how to get downstairs, but...
Back up the stairs.
All right.
Following along.
We'll move everybody to the 2nd floor. Now, the steps do continue upwards here to a 3rd floor.
Yeah, there's also this room right over here.
Yeah, there is another door.
All right, everybody ready? I'm gonna open it.
As ready as ever.
All right. As you open it up, you can see there is a pretty undecorated, kind of bland bedroom that contains a pair of beds with straw-stuffed mattresses.
Nothing else in here, though?
Doesn't appear to, but you can see that small door over to the side. It looks like the dumbwaiter, will rise up to this room to deliver whatever food or drink from the kitchen.
All right, there's another door here, though.
Yeah, it just looked like a simple closet.
Doesn't appear to be anything in here either.
Can Hazel go into the room too?
What you do see in there for us? Excuse me, I forgot to read this. But there's tidy servant uniforms that hang from hooks in this closet, and they all look very much the same. It's like the same kind of suit.
What were you saying, Hazel?
Hazel's getting frustrated with not knowing how to get out to where we need to go in this house. So she's gonna lay on the ground and look under the beds for any misaligned floorboards or anything like that.
You're not seeing any here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to make a check. There are none to be found.
I don't know what I found, but there's something wrong with this room. This corner goes, and then this corner goes here. But there's something here. Can I knock on the wall and investigate?
Sure.
18.
It seems to be like there's a hollow area on the other side of this wall, although there's no point of entry.
Could be that hidden stairwell.
Odd would like to ball up his fist as tight as he can, and with his -1 strength modifier, try to punch a hole in the wall.
Okay.
How much damage do I take?
Make an unarmed strike against the wall.
You see, I got that. There we go. I do have that. Roar!
Your fist just slams into the wood wall panel, and it just sends a sting up your arm. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh. All right.
Think we're better off.
I slowly turn to look at Forrest. Ow. Ow.
Perhaps better ways?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up to you guys.
This other room that we fought the priests in before, there were more doors in here, or are these the windows and they're just closed?
Those are the windows, and they're just closed.
So, did Odd tell us all that he thinks it's hollow behind there?
Yeah.
Organ's gonna come in and look over at Hazel. Hazel, come here.
I go over.
You are still considered, even at your height, a medium creature, correct?
Think so.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Do you trust me? And holds out my hand.
Hazel doesn't respond. She just gives him her hand.
What? No, if your plans to go in there alone?
I'm going to cast a dimension door
Okay.
to the other side of that wall we're looking at.
Okay.
Yeah, that was me realizing what he was going to do and half-heartedly attempting to tell him no.
It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and directions. Teleport.
Yeah.
One willing creature. Creature must be within 5 feet of you when you teleport. Okay. So you describe what this dimension door looks like for us.
So basically what I'm is it sort of reaches out and takes Hazel's hand, and just right on the wall, this sort of gray, sort of almost like a storm cloud oval shape appears right on the wall. And as we step into it, ideally it is just going to be just like we're walking through the wall.
Okay. Perfect. You appear in a spiral wooden stairwell that is very cramped. Basically, like, you're there and, like, Hazel's basically, like, lying on top of you almost kind of, like, sideways as you're kind of starting to almost roll down these stairs that lead both up and down from where you teleported to.
Oh, that worked wonderfully.
Hold on. Can I, because I don't use it and I don't care, wait for Orkhan to, like, shift down the stairs a bit so he's not in
Yeah,
danger
Orkan will
of
take a couple steps
poorly.
down to give Hazel room.
And Hazel's gonna take out her sickle that she never uses, and is gonna try to just push it, like, straight through the wall, like through this hollow bit that we passed through, to see if I can get it through the other side. Kind of like Odd tried to punch it and that didn't work because I feel Odd's pain. We're not strong. But something sharp through a hollow wall, kind of
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, if you have your sickle, go ahead and make an attack roll against the wall.
Oh, that's the best that's ever gonna be.
Sitting on,
Yeah.
sitting
roll
on the table.
damage.
King's legs.
Huh? Roll damage?
Yeah, you can roll damage. Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be so great. Oh, okay. It's the best I could do
Okay.
because I have a -1 right now.
As like Odd is standing there, Forrest is like shouting at you guys, like as you disappeared through the portal. All of a sudden, a sickle blade just kind of comes out through the wall. Odd, you were thinking about like putting your head up against the wall to like listen, but it's a good thing that you didn't get too close because this blade kind of goes shooting out from the wall, in between two of the boards.
Hazel, once it's through and like she like wiggles it a little, she goes, Forrest, it's stuck. Forrest, my sickle is Forrest, are you out there? Forrest, can you hear me? Forrest.
Can I hear her? There is a wall between us.
You can hear her now that she's got a little bit of a gap in between these two boards from putting the sickle through it.
You two know it's a good idea to verbalize your plans before you just teleport into a wall.
Can't hear you. There's a wall here. Forrest, my sickle's stuck. Forrest.
Orgon casts message to Selena. We're stuck in the wall. Will you come to the sickle and please knock it down?
I'll take a couple.
I actually
of attacks.
saw this.
No, he asked Selena.
I saw this at a magician show in Waterdeep. We're supposed to stick a bunch of swords in there, and the ta-da part is that
I
they
hear
never
Odd say
actually
that,
get
and I
done.
let go of my sickle, and I basically land on Orcon as I drop down the stairs to duck.
Yeah, maybe don't stand right where we're about to collapse the wall.
That's right. Immediately, all these weapons come shooting through a bunch of swords. It's, just stabbing
It's like a
through.
bad magician show where they
That's it.
hurt the person in the box.
And Selena, maybe the fire's not a great idea for this part.
Yeah. Selena's gonna hear that and be like, "You're right." So she takes out her rapier. That one's a little finer, smaller of a blade too, so less likely to hit Hazel. And she's gonna say,
Hazel's laying
kind
on
of
top
like,
of Orcon.
"Watch out, here we come."
I'm gonna use Pact of the Blade to conjure a maul and just like slam it against the wall.
Okay. Odd, are you doing anything to help with the breaking of the wall here, or are you just kind of watching and standing back?
Sitting on that bar counter, just kicking my feet.
Okay, cool. Just watching intently. You guys don't even have to roll for this, because you're just relentlessly destroying a wooden wall. I will say this. After removing a few of these boards and like pounding them, prying them free with crowbars and rapiers and stuff like that, you do feel like if you continue to break this wall, you will impact the structural integrity of this stairwell, because it doesn't look like it's a very small, crude stairwell that you put in here. You're going to start damaging some of the steps that are inside and make it harder for people to pass through.
Maybe just enough so that we can properly see in. And we can use some trickery to get us all in there.
It sounds like a good plan. It looks a little funky.
Hazel just grabs her sickle when it finally drops from whatever board it was stuck in, puts it in her belt loop, and just goes, "Okay, see you down there," and just keeps getting out of the way of the falling junk.
Okay.
Not going too far, but I'm just trying to give them space to step in.
Sure.
Orgon, can you still create those linked portal things you did back in the robot?
Yes, I can. How far down is it to the bottom?
You don't really know because you can't see. Like, you can just see that it keeps on spiraling down. Like, it's not, like, open to where you can, like, see down through the steps or anything. Like, it's just, like, this narrow, couple feet wide, wooden spiral staircase. It just keeps going down. From where you guys are, it continues up, too. You're not really sure how far it goes up, but it continues up as well from your location.
Well, then I will pick 2 points. So I'll come back up to that little opening that they've created and the little hole they made. Put and cast Arcane Gate again. Because it has been a new day.
It has, yeah.
And I will put one portal right on the ground, right next to where like Selena and Odd's tokens are. And the other one I will put down the stairs, basically as far down as I can see.
Okay.
So if I can see down, say it's 30 feet or whatever it is, just give them enough to put Forrest and Selena and the more tanky people out in front of us.
Sure. That Arcane Gate is concentration for up to 10 minutes. Okay. So yeah, you create this mystical teleport kind of teleport portal opens up here on the floor as Orcon looks into the room. So you guys have a means by which getting through the wall.
Yep, I'll step through it.
All right. And you, Forrest, appear in that same wooden stairwell.
Let me take a few steps before the next one comes through.
Did you hear that, Odd? He said, come through right now.
Coming.
Hazel will cast message to Selena and tell her to wait a moment.
Odd jumps in through the portal.
Odd jumps in the portal and immediately into Forest arms.
I drop him.
My hero.
And then after a few moments, I believe Selena would hop through as well.
I would like to try to see the bottom of the staircase from where I am.
From where you are, you cannot see the bottom of the staircase. You'd have to continue walking down to see where the bottom
Fire
is.
in the hole.
You're fireballing the bottom of the staircase?
No.
Okay.
Prestidigitation, I'm going to create a non-magical trinket the size of my hand, a small little ball,
Okay.
cast light on it, and drop it down the staircase.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to make a bell, not a ball.
A bell?
Make it loud
Okay.
and obnoxious. Yeah.
So you hear ting, 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 ting. It keeps going
It's
for a little
taking every
while.
part of my cat soul not to go after it.
Yeah, you gotta chase it. Your best guess is it probably rolled like 40 to 50 feet before you couldn't hear it anymore.
I look over at Orkin. We were at ground level when we entered this building, and we went up. This is not an ordinary home.
I mean, I don't
No,
think
we
we ever
went
thought it
up,
was.
so now we have to go down. So it would make sense if we're going into a basement.
Or worse. A Radio Shack.
Yes, that would be worse.
Well, my CB radio needs a new chip if I want to be on channel 2.
I miss Radio Shack.
Oh, it does get moving then.
Our sponsor. Oh.
Need to bring it
So-
back.
Do we
I'll
want to
start.
go down, or do we want to go up and find Sarasota?
I
Sandra?
don't want to go to Sarasota. We're looking for a rod piece, and FPS tells us to go down.
It is still pointing downwards, right? It's not.
It
hasn't
is
changed.
still pointing down, yes.
All right, down it is.
Down it is.
You travel down the wooden spiral staircase. And when it ends, you see there is a small bell glowing at the bottom of the staircase. There is a narrow tunnel that stretches southward before branching east and west. I'm going to move your tokens. Now, I'm going to be honest, this is going to get a little cramped. This map is
Bit more single file.
a bit more single file. So I'm going to do my best at putting you guys where you are currently and get you guys formatted so you guys can see exactly what is happening. I'm going to be moving you into some open space first because I have to move you guys about. Let's see.
Oh no, the void has
We're in
taken
the
us.
void.
You are in the void. The void has taken you.
Well, then only the touch of a time traveler can save us.
Now, I'm going to be putting you guys on this map up here, but I'm not like Orcon. I'm gonna leave you on where like the stairwell is, and I'm just gonna kind of like piece you guys here. So I'm gonna shift ping you guys where you are. Okay. Orcon is where the stairwell went down, and to the east is where the path leads. And where you guys are the paths east and west, but they're north and south because the map is turned, according to the descriptions. The minute you guys start walking in this hallway, you hear an eerie, incessant chant echoing throughout the chambers. It's impossible to determine which direction the sound is coming from because it's just kind of like echoing off the walls. And it's very hard to discern because it sounds far away. But it's this melodic chanting that's happening down here.
There's definitely someone down here.
Selena gets the shivers.
You said
She didn't even say anything.
it's hard to figure out where it's coming from, but if we want to, can we try to figure it out with a perception roll? Or survival or some kind of roll?
Right now, it just sounds like it's too far away.
Okay.
Perhaps if you get a little bit closer.
And then the party hears a jingle of the bell as I start swatting it around.
I like to think as he's doing that, it's sort of vibing with the chanting as Orkun's in the back, just sort of dancing along. Odd playing with the cowbell. And
We need more cowbell.
That's right. Let me tell you, you're going to want more cowbell with that track.
What you do
We're
here,
back
but
on the
pick a
street.
direction and go, I think.
well, someone once
Yeah.
told me left is right and right is wrong. So, but
Hey,
you're
man.
the
Right ahead
yeah,
it is.
which
I-
direction? should we go?
All right, Forrest, if you're going all the way down there, hold on a second. Boss.
Just to where I enter the
The
next room.
rest of us
Gotcha.
can't see. Sir.
Matthew, can you do me a favor? I know you're busy role-playing Orcon right now, but if you get a free moment, I need you to find and see if there's a clip of I've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. All right? That'd be Christopher Walken as he says that in that
Oh,
skit.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's a classic SNL skit.
yeah. Yeah, so Forrest, you're moving your way down to this chamber. Let me go ahead and give you guys a description. So these open hallways that you guys are passing, as Odd and Selena and Hazel are kind of walking by, you can see those seem to be like at the end of them, like where you very barely see like there's coffins at the end of these halls. This looks like some kind of family crypt here, buried beneath Death House.
I love what they've done to the place.
Forrest, you in particular are in this room. Looks like it contains a plain wooden table that's flanked by long benches, and bones lie scattered on the floor.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Yes. Thank you.
Are any of them moving?
They are not. But in your closer observation, they definitely look like humanoid bones, and they're covered in mold.
These look like they've been here for a long time.
Hey, what's going on up there?
Oh, nothing yet, really.
Which way is your
Challenge accepted.
positioning system telling us to go?
A fair point. I'll pull out the rod and see if it pulls me in a
Did
direction.
someone close a door?
Rod's pulling
No.
you to the... It still wants you to go down, but it's kind of like down and to the south.
Oh, you guys were looking off of my light. That's why I went dark. Sorry. I
Yeah,
didn't
so-
realize you guys were
Yeah,
living
that-
off of my light.
Michael, can I get light again?
Oh, yeah.
If
Your
I
token?
light
Yeah,
my
it's a door.
Oh, yeah.
now
if
that
you're-
we're out of the like wooden.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. let
When
me
you
go
say
ahead and
south,
give you-
is that relative to how the map
relative
is
to how the
oriented?
map is oriented in front of you, just because I want to make sure that I'm being accurate in my description.
Okay, so like down then.
Yes. Down and down. So it's like a diagonal like this.
It seems more or less the correct way. Give me one moment. I'm gonna try something, see if I can get a feel around us. I'm gonna use Divine Sense, which is one of my Channel Divinity options. It will for the next 10 minutes. I can tell the location of any celestials, fiends, and undead within 60 feet of me.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
It's
Um,
gonna be
so-
so much fun.
Does it have like any kind of specification on like how much like it can like sense going through walls and stuff like that?
Now, the old one did, but I don't think this one does anymore.
Oh, did they take it off for the new rules? Because they
Oh,
used to
that's-
say through like 3 feet of stone, or like they'd give you like indications on what would block it. But
Yeah, it no longer says that because now it requires channel divinity rather than being its own resource.
Oh, okay, okay. You are sensing undead coming from this direction. You're
But
getting a
not in the room I'm in.
Not in the room that you're in. Let me double check something. Let's see. You said celestials, undead, and what was the other one?
Fiends, so devils and demons.
Fiends within 60 feet. You're just getting undead coming from that one location.
Might not be relevant, but also I can tell if any place or object has been consecrated or desecrated.
The entire space that you're surrounded by has been desecrated.
Kind of what I figured.
You're feeling like everywhere you walk is desecrated.
This place has got some bad vibes.
And what gave you that idea?
Just a feeling. But there are certainly some manner of undead creature pretty much straight ahead of us here.
Does it say that you know the specifics? Or just if there is undead?
No, it's creature type. Yes. Location and creature type.
Okay. Yeah, definitely undead in that direction.
But it's also the direction we kind of need to go. Should we just push our way through?
Yeah, if we have to. Hazel's going to stay very close to Selena, both to try to protect her and also because I can't see crap in these places.
Yeah, this is very dark in here.
I should probably add light to my character as well for the Sun Swords effect.
Oh, sure. Is that the same as Torchlight?
I think it's 20 and 20.
21? Okay, you got it. Yep. So I'll put 20 and 20 emitting light from your token. There you go. As you ignite the blade, there's additional light surrounding your token.
And do the same for Hazel, as I'm going to reach out and poke the jar she wears around her neck and cast light on that so she can see.
Okay. There you go.
I was going to offer a torch. That
Well,
works so
they're,
much better.
they're in the next room, so if we could
Hazel,
all
you should be
group
able
up.
to see a little bit better now.
Yay!
Light over
Finally, need to get me goggles or something.
Orcon, as you're up in that top corner, you can see that there is a hallway that leads to your west, to some stairs. Looks like there's some kind of furniture down there from where you're at.
Yes, but when I told him for us to go left, he went right, and that's apparently the direction we're supposed to go, so I'm just bringing up the rear.
To be fair, I went neither left nor right.
You came out to where the stairs were and turned right. I can see you down there.
Anyway, Hazel just keeps her hand on Selena's shoulder, even though I can see now, and just goes, "Ready when you are." It's a little tight down here.
Ready.
So as Selena moves, I'll move with her.
Okay. Sure. You guys join the forest. This chamber, littered with bones. Where do you lead them, Forrest? You got multiple ways, it looks like, out of this room.
Where did you ping that I said I knew the undead were?
Down here.
Yeah, they seem to be straight ahead, and that's where the rod suggests we need to go. This does not go straight ahead.
As you go down, it turns to the right as you're walking. But then it looks like it turns immediately back to the south. It's just a winding tunnel. And you can see there's an intersection. If you look, as you're walking that direction, you would look to your right and see that there are stairs that lead down. You can continue to go straight, or you can turn left, and it looks like there is another turn around the corner.
We might actually be able to avoid these ones. They're over there, and there's stairs leading down the other way.
Excuse me.
They're there. Who's there? Who's where? I don't see anything. Who's?
And as you guys get to this point, that chanting that you heard through the dungeon here is noticeably louder.
And it's still kind of like down and that way.
Yes.
Do you see things?
Actually, as you move more south, you can see that it's the rod piece is kind of directing you as you continue to move that way. It kind of continues to almost like as if it's getting closer to like directly underneath you.
From this point, we need to head even further down, it seems. And there are some stairs right over here.
I'm gonna sort of peek back into the room that we just left. Look at Orchid in the group and be like, I don't know what he sees, but I'm just gonna follow him.
I don't think he knows what he sees.
Yeah.
Figuring it out as I go.
Alright, Forrest, as you get to this intersection, you can see to the left of you, which would be the south, more stairs leading down, or you can go right, and there's a hallway that leads to the north.
Well, we'll keep heading down.
The rest of the party continues to follow. Looks like they are trying their best to weave through there without losing Forrest.
Yeah, Forrest is gone. I got no clue where he is.
Yeah, no clue where he is. There you go. He's coming back up the steps for everybody, leading everybody down. And Forrest, moving down around those stairs, you turn around and you can see there is probably like another 10 to 20 foot stairwell that leads down, and the chanting is getting louder and louder and louder.
And it seems pretty likely they're down here.
The chanting, you still can't hear the words, but you start to hear a cadence that's more pronounced. You have come to us, Lord should receive our gift. We are slain, she and written, come to us, Lord should receive our gift. And it just keeps on going over and over and over and over. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin.
Did you guys hear corn playing?
Yeah, someone has their radio turned up.
All I could
All
hear
I
was
heard in my head was, "Arise, chicken."
I heard
Somebody
the
left the radio on.
Very good, everybody. Very good.
guys, you got it wrong.
I knew
You know what
everybody
they
was.
were chanting.
Just with some gravel in their voice.
Let's go back to Rebecca Black.
You'd rather have Rebecca Black? Oh no. Making my way downtown.
No, Michael, end the stream. It's getting too much.
I know. We're gonna. People can't take this.
I meant to be the other one that started the singing. I clicked the wrong one.
Yeah, you and me both.
You
like
have
the
failed
priests
the
of
city.
Osybus, people will start convulsing and foam coming out of their mouth. We don't need that to happen. Twitch viewers, I hope you're all okay. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and tuning in. Thank you for helping us reach our goal tonight to give our players a little bit of a boon during this Death House experience as they continue. They found their way down into the depths of the basement here, the dungeon of Death House, and they're hearing this terrible chanting. And we will see exactly what Forrest and the group find in this next lower level. So thank you guys for hanging out. We will be back next Monday for the next session of this. Don't forget that we also have Wild Beyond the Witchlight this week, and a Fandelver and Below will be back on Friday. So we got those two streams coming up, so make sure you hang out with those folks as well. For all of our YouTube friends, thanks for hanging out with us. Until next time, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus. We'll see you all very soon.